Hey, this is Dylan. So you probably remember, maybe don't, but yesterday I ordered one of these little tube preamps on Amazon. Now the thing was only 50 bucks. Obviously it's a little thing that comes from China. I'm not expecting the world. I got a bunch of, that thing's gonna be a piece of crap because blah blah blah. You know what? I don't really care. I just wanted to try it. I did a bunch of research about it. The tubes actually do something. They're basically just like a buffered situation. So we'll just do a little unboxing here. I think this is, yep. So this should be a 6 volt, yeah, 6 volt DC, because it's, you know, the plate heater for a tube runs at 6 volts. So that is why that is, and everything else being what it is. It's not like a power tube or a proper preamp tube for a guitar amp. It's just basically like a tube buffer is all it is. So we got one, what is this? Can't remember what these are. They're 6J9Js, but they're not. They're something else. I can't remember. They're EH18 something. I looked it up yesterday. In our written review, maybe I will throw some more details about that in there. So we got 2 tubes. We got the power supply. And here is the unit itself. Mr. Upside Down Scissors. I'm left-handed in a right-handed world, so sometimes I struggle. It's packed properly, I'll tell you that. Everybody's like, oh, that's gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be. You know what? Of course it's cheap. I'm just curious. It looked cool. It was an experiment. If it really sucks, I'll send it back. As we open it, let's just make it so the packaging doesn't get all mutilated, in case we want to send it back and try. I might actually try some others. I have two different Behringer headphone amps. So this cost $50. Actually, I have another one right here, and I believe this costs $50 or $60. So this is a 4 input, 4 output Behringer all solid state. So that's a pretty cheap one. So maybe we'll do, I forgot about it. I had that. I'll do maybe we'll do some comparisons, see what we think between those two, solid state and this tube buffered deal. But there's the little guy. It's got a power button on the back. You can see it there. It's got 3.5 millimeter input and output, and a volume knob. We'll plug it in, we'll do some tests. Like I said, I'm not expecting the world here, but I think it'll be very interesting. I'm just curious. It was more of a, hey, that only cost 50 bucks. Let's mess around with it and see if it's cool kind of deal. I want to try it with my Kemper, because I've never really been a fan of the headphone amp in my Kemper. So I'm curious to see what it sounds like running output of that into here and then out. I'm also going to use it with my radio station setup. I want to hear what it sounds like with that. I'm also going to use it with my home theater setup and hear what it sounds like with that, and we'll compare it across this one. And then I actually also have a really big Behringer super gnarly rack mount headphone amp too that's in there in my studio. So we'll try all those and see what we think. I will throw this video up for now just so people know what's going on, and then we will put kind of a full review up maybe in about a week or so. But what I know about this so far is this is basically like a buffered input situation. It's not an actual preamp, because you can't have 400 volts in this little thing. So basically all it's doing is taking the plate voltage and running it more or less as a JFET. So it ends up being like a, it ends up basically just being like a little buffer. So maybe it's a gimmick, maybe it isn't, but we'll see how it sounds and I will let you know.